how waterfall model will work. So you know already there are 6 phases. One is requirement, analysis, design, coding, testing, delivery, and maintenance. So what will happen in each phase, what process they'll follow, and then what is the outcome of each and every phase. So requirements phase outcome document is functional requirement specification, that is FRS. Analysis phase outcome is SRS, which is system requirement specification. And in the design phase, you will be having technical design document, TDD, along with graphical user interface. And also after the coding you will be getting the source code document, that is SCD, and also you will get the build for testing. So in the testing phase you will be getting the quality software as an outcome, and once everything is tested you are going to deploy into the customer's environment. So this is how any application software development life cycle will happen. That means the initial process to till the deployment. To do this, there are various methodologies each company will follow. So we have seen one of the traditional model, that is waterfall model. Now what I'm going to tell you is we are going to talk about the next model, which is prototype model. What do you mean by prototype? First you need to understand this. For example, prototype means it is not the original one, it is a sample, or it's like an original model, but it is not the actual one. When I say this, so I'll give you with an example. For example, you are attending some training class. For example, you are going to attending some training classes for Selenium automation. So what you are going to do? So you will be going to an institute, and then you will ask the reception people, like, when is the demo class? What do you mean by demo class? There will be a faculty, and that faculty will take a session at least for 1 hour or whatever the time they takes. So they will explain what they are going to cover as part of this course and what is the duration, and they will explain you some concepts, and finally they will tell you how much fees is for that particular course, and what are all the help or support they are going to do for you to get a job. So this entire thing will happen in a single demo class. That means for training of Selenium, you are going to take a decision based on the demo class provided by the faculty. This is called a prototype demonstration. What will happen in the entire class? This is one example. So another one for prototype, you might have seen some of the TV channels, they will provide ads. They will provide ads to sell some items which are, let us say, vegetable cutting machines, vegetable cutters. There are various types of vegetable cutters are available. They will demonstrate how you are going to cut the vegetables, and they will be investing money on the vegetables. That means they will purchase the vegetables, and they will show you how the vegetables will be, you will be able to cut with that particular mission. If you purchase that, then they will be getting out of it benefit out of it. If at all they are not going to purchase that vegetable cutter, then they will be losing the money what they have spent on the vegetable cutter. This is also a prototype demonstration of your particular product. And similarly, for example, when you go to a showroom, when you go to a showroom to purchase, let us say you wanted to purchase some mobile phone. So what they are going to do, they are going to show you a demo piece. That means that is not for sale, but what you are going to do is you will see what exactly the mobile will look like, whatever the model you wanted to. For example, whatever the mobile you are asking, if that is not available in the phone shop, then what they are going to do, they will show you some example, like they will demonstrate on a screen like this. For example, mobile, let us say you have asked for Apple 15. Okay, so then what they are going to do, they will demonstrate with this picture. So this is called soft prototype. This is called soft prototype. That means by looking at this soft prototype, they should be able to take a decision whether they wanted to purchase this item or not. If at all they show you a sample piece which is available in the shop or storeroom showroom, there what you are going to do is you will call it as hard prototype, hardware prototype. There are two categories. One is software prototype and then another one is hardware prototype. Now I think you understood what is a prototype. Prototype means it is not a direct one which is a replica of the one which you are going to purchase. Similarly, whenever the customer is not clear with what you are going to build, then the customer may ask you to go for prototype model. So in that case what you are going to do is, whenever the customer is not clear with his requirements, then only we will go for prototype model. So in that case what will happen, customer comes up with unclear requirements, then we are going to provide a prototype. That means we are going to build a application with some feature, not the entire feature. Let us say your customer is asking for 100 features in the application, then you will not deliver all 100 in the same, but what you are going to do is you will tell them with one or two features in the application and you will say that, hey, this is how I'm going to build your application. So if the customer likes those two, then obviously you will get the project and you will continue to develop the remaining 98 requirements. That is how prototype demonstration will happen. To do that, first they will demonstrate in the organization with the software prototype, because we don't want to spend too much money on the hardware. That's the reason first they will provide a presentation or any sample software which is already available. That kind of software prototype demonstration will be done, and then you will provide a demonstration to the customer, and based on that they will finalize the requirements. Once the requirements are finalized, then if customer agrees, say that okay, this is what I am looking for based on the requirements, then they will demonstrate the hardware prototype. Here also they are not going to provide everything, they are going to provide one or two features only. When I say features, the requirement of the customer, and then they will provide the demonstration to the client. And if client agrees and client confirms that this is what I am looking for, then they will continue the development of the software for the rest of the requirements. So only change where it will happen, to understand the requirements from the customer, and once they understand, they will go and analyze the entire requirements and finalize the approach. So rest of the things are same, like once requirements are analysis are done, so they will be designing and coding and testing, and finally they are going to deliver the software. So this is how your prototype model will be demonstrated in the companies. So now you need to understand what is the advantage of this prototype model. So advantage of prototype model is your customer will be very happy, because you have provided a clear picture of how it is going to look in the both the ways, like software prototype as well as hardware prototype. And your customer will be happy, and he assumes that okay, this is what I am going to get in the software, and he will see the reality in the hardware, and then finally he agrees, okay, this is what I am looking for. So you will get more confidence from the customer. But what is the disadvantage? So this, whatever the prototype demonstration, if you wanted to sell your business to the customer, these things, some of the companies need to bear the cost by the company. That means whatever the investment you are going to develop, all of these you are going to spend from your company's pocket, and you will demonstrate. If customer agrees, then only you will get the business. Otherwise you will not be able to get the business from the customer. So whatever the amount you have spent on this project, how many number of resources time you have spent on this project, will be lost for this particular project if you don't get the project. That's the reason we will have to be very careful when we agree to go for prototype demonstration. So here customer will get more benefit. Whenever he likes, then only he will continue the project. Whenever he understands that okay, this is what he is looking at, then only he agrees and continues for with us to develop that particular software. If customer did not agree for this, then automatically you will have to bear the cost. The company has to bear the cost whatever is invested for this project. So this is one more example. But most of the companies, they will not go with prototype demonstrations for every project. Otherwise, what they'll do is they will have an opportunity to provide POC, stands for proof of concept. Proof of concept. So what does it mean? So they will ask the customer to give an opportunity to showcase the ability how they are going to provide within they will ask the companies to give some budget to provide the POC. If the company provides the budget, they will provide you a proof of concept. Based on that also, sometimes the company and the customer will come to an agreement and develop the software using this prototype model. So this is all about prototype model.